So this guy steals a mansion from his own mother. And here's the crazy part. This isn't some random dude. This is Rumeal, a national champion basketball player and an NBA first-round draft pick, a hero, a legend, and he's about to commit the ultimate betrayal. Let's rewind, because you have to see the heights to understand the fall. It's 1989. The NCAA championship game is on the line. The final seconds are ticking off the clock. The whole country is watching, and Rumeal steps up to the free throw line, ice in his veins. He sinks the first shot. He sinks the second. He wins the whole damn tournament for his team. He's a god. He's instantly famous, a kid from Cambridge, Massachusetts, now the king of college basketball. From there, it's a rocket ship, the NBA draft. He's a top 10 pick, goes to the Atlanta Hawks. The contract is huge. Millions of dollars are hitting his bank account. He's on magazine covers. He's on TV. He's buying fancy cars, big houses. He is living the dream that every kid who ever picked up a basketball fantasizes about. For a few years, he's a solid player. He's in the league. He's making NBA money. The world is his. But the rocket ship runs out of fuel. The game moves on. His career starts to fade. He gets traded. He bounces around the league. Then he's out, just like that. The roar of the crowd disappears. The million-dollar checks stop coming. And when you're used to a certain lifestyle, but the income isn't there anymore, you start getting desperate. So he pivots. He's a businessman now. He moves to Iowa, thinks he's going to be the next big real estate mogul. He starts a company. He's got plans, big plans. He's buying up land, planning developments, talking about building entire communities. He's using that famous name to open doors. But here's the thing about business. It's not a basketball game. You can't just win on talent alone. His projects start to crumble. A deal for a resort and golf course, it stalls. A construction business, it goes under. The money he has left is just bleeding out. He's taking out loans. He's making promises he can't keep. The pressure is building. The walls are closing in. He's running on fumes, and he's looking for a lifeline. Any lifeline. And that's when he gets the worst idea a human son can possibly have. He thinks about his mother, his loving, supportive mother, the woman who was there for him through everything, the woman living in a beautiful, historic home back in Cambridge, a home she'd lived in for decades, a home that was paid for, a home that was hers. He sees her home not as a place of love and memory, but as an asset, as his get-out-of-jail-free card. So he makes the trip. He goes to his mom. He puts on his best face, the face of the loving son, the hero, and he's got a story all cooked up. "Mom," he says, "I'm working on this huge business deal. It's going to be massive. But the banks, they just need to see that I have some backing. It's just a formality." His mother, of course, trusts him. This is her son, the champion, the hero. Why would he ever lie to her? "I just need you to sign this one paper, Mom," he says. "It's just to put the house up as collateral temporarily. Just to show the bank I'm good for it. Once the deal goes through, we'll take it right off. It's nothing." He slides a document across the table. It's called a quitclaim deed. It's a dense legal document. She doesn't understand the jargon, but she understands her son. Or she thinks she does. She sees the desperation in his eyes, but she mistakes it for ambition. She picks up the pen. She trusts him. She signs her name. She signs her home away. And in that single moment, she has no idea she's just become homeless. The second her signature is dry on that paper, the son she knows is gone. Rumeal doesn't hesitate. He doesn't think twice. He takes that deed, a legal document that now gives him full ownership of his mother's house, and he sprints to a lender. He doesn't just use it as collateral. That was all a lie. He immediately takes out a massive loan against the property's value. A loan for $159,000. The money hits his account, and it vanishes. It doesn't go into some brilliant business deal. It goes to his creditors, to his business partners he's been stringing along. It goes to keeping up the illusion of success, but that's not even the worst part. That's not the final betrayal. Taking out a loan wasn't enough. He needs more. So he makes another call. He sells the house, her home, the place she'd lived for decades, filled with a lifetime of memories. He sells it right out from under her for a fraction of what it's worth, just to get another quick infusion of cash. The deal is done. The new owners have the keys, and his mother has no idea. She's still living there. Then one day there's a knock on the door. She opens it. It's not a friend. It's not a neighbor. It's the county sheriff. And he's holding an official-looking piece of paper. It's an eviction notice. It says she has 24 hours to vacate the premises. Her world implodes. It makes no sense. This is her house. She owns it. There's been a terrible, terrible mistake. She's frantic. She's panicking, and there's only one person she can call. She dials her son's number, her hands shaking. "Rumeal," she says, her voice breaking. "Rumeal, what is this? They're telling me I have to leave my home. What did you do?" And his response on the other end of the line? Ice. Pure, cold indifference. He tells her it's just business. He tells her not to worry about it. He effectively tells her, "You're on your own." The betrayal is complete. The hero has become a monster. She's kicked out onto the street by her own flesh and blood. But a crime that brazen, that cruel, doesn't stay quiet for long. The story gets out. And it turns out his mother isn't his only victim, not by a long shot. The FBI starts sniffing around. They pull on this one loose thread. The fraudulent sale of his mother's house, and his entire fake empire unravels. They discover this isn't just one desperate act. This is a pattern. This is a massive multi-million-dollar fraud scheme. He'd been lying to everyone. He conned a financial consultant into giving him money. He scammed other business associates. He was a one-man wrecking ball of deceit, leaving a trail of financial ruin. His mother was just the most heartbreaking casualty. The investigation accelerates. The evidence is overwhelming. The paper trail is a mile long, and it all leads directly back to him. And then the headlines hit. Former NBA star Rumeal Robinson arrested for fraud. The whole world now sees what he did. The trial is a slam dunk for the prosecution. They lay it all out. The lies to his mother, the forged documents, the stolen money, the other victims. His defense is paper thin. He's a cornered animal. The jury goes out. They don't even need to deliberate for long. They come back. The foreman stands up. On the charge of bank fraud, how do you find the defendant? Guilty. On the charge of wire fraud? Guilty. Guilty. On all counts. The day of sentencing arrives. He stands before the judge, a common criminal in a suit. The judge slams the gavel down. The sentence is read, 6.5 years, in federal prison. And there it is, the final picture. Not a trading card, not a magazine cover. It's the mugshot, the blank stare. The dream is over. The hero, the champion, the son is gone, replaced by what he truly is, Rumeal Robinson, convicted felon. And his mother? After being thrown out of her own home, she's forced to move into a tiny apartment, her life shattered. All because the son she gave everything to decided her love and her home were just assets to be liquidated.